Okay, so let's start just to provide the recap about last lectures. We basically covered how to write the matrices, how to insert the rows and columns in matrices, and how do we refer a particular element of the matrices. Previous that we also saw how do we write column vectors or row vectors. Column vector or row vector is a special case of matrices where one dimensional is one. We also saw various ways of referencing the elements, for example, as matrices have two dimensions. So when we refer the elements of a matrix, we should have at least two dimensions, that is indicating the row and column of that particular elements in the matrix. We can even refer the entire column or a row of a matrix by using operator called as colon. We can even refer the subsection of the row or column with the help of colon, that is having a starting elements, increments, and ending elements. Correct. Today we will see how we can delete an entire row or column of a matrix simply by assign an empty braces that to that row or column. So for example, if I have a matrix and I wanted to make fourth row as 0, I can simply say fourth row entire column is equal to null matrix, or fifth column entire row is equal to colon. So let me show you how we can do this. So for example, if I have a matrix A is equal to magic of 3, I just creating the matrix. Okay, and now I wanted to this second column of A to be reduced. So let's say B is equal to A of, I wanted to have entire rows of my second column. Sorry, like this one. A of entire column of entire row of second column is equal to null matrix. So this is what the answers I will get. A of. So entire columns has been wiped out. Or I can write A of third column, third row of entire columns. Is equal to null matrix. So I have just removed the third row, which is 4, 2 from this A. Okay, so this way I can delete the entire row or entire column by using a null matrix. Another one is a concatenating of matrices. MATLAB allows you two types of concatenations: horizontal concatenations and vertical concatenations. So for examples, we have matrix A of 3 by 3, correct? And we have matrix B of 3 by 3. So these are the matrix, or I can say I can take another matrix. B is equal to 2, 4, 5, 6, 4, 2, and 7, 9, 7, 9, 9, 0. So this is the matrix I have. Now I wanted to concatenate A and B. So I can formulate C is equal to square bracket, because we are going to form another matrix. So starting is with the square brackets, and I wanted to concatenate it in a horizontal way. So AB, see how it is looks like. So this is my A matrix and this is the B matrix. It's concatenated in a horizontal way. Or I can formulate another matrix A whole semicolon B. So here I am concatenating it in a vertical way. So I can delete the entire row, entire columns, or I can concatenate in a horizontal or vertical way. So once we formulated our matrix, we can perform all the arithmetic operations on a matrices, and also we can refer the any element of matrices. We can concatenate the matrices, so and so forth. So now, once we formulate our matrix, we do the algebraic operations on matrices like addition and subtraction of matrices. Division of matrices, basically the inverse, finding the inverse of matrix. Scalar operations of matrices, that's the multiplication of matrix with the scalar transpose of a matrix. Concatenating of matrices, matrix multiplications, determinant of matrix, and inverse of a matrix. So these are the possible operations on matrix can be carried out. So what I want you people to evaluate all these examples on your machines. So the first one is the addition and subtraction of a matrices. The second one is addition, subtractions, multiplication of matrices, division of matrices. See whether this is possible, or if not, then what we should do. Then third one is a forward division, backward divisions. Fourth one is a transpose, and fifth one is a multiplications of A into B. So you carried out one by one these operations on your machines. I can provide you, I think 7 minutes should be sufficient. If you have any problems up till now, please let me know.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can we eliminate more than one row at a single time?
Good question. You can try this. So let's say T of all the 2 to 3, all the columns is equal to null. What happens? Yes, sir. You see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We can do anything.
Okay,
So
sir.
let's say 2 to 4. What happens? Yes, 2 to 4.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Got it.
Yeah. So who has completed? Can anyone wanted to share his or her screen?
Sir, can I share?
Yeah, sure. Okay. C is A plus B. D is A minus B. And then A, B, C. Okay, go down. What is the impact of forward slash and backward slash? Here backward, and do you done the forward slash also? Okay, multiplication, forward, backward slash. Okay, not a forward slash. Okay. Hmm. Okay, our matrix is close to singular, badly scaled. Result is inaccurate. Fine, fine, Dhiren. You understood everything, correct? Okay, Dhiren. Is there any questions? Hello.
No, sir, in this section there is.
Okay, okay. So who wanted to show next? Share his or her screen?
I can share.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Uh, So is it visible?
Yeah. Ratinder, can you make this right hand side window smaller so that the middle window will automatically will become bigger? This workspace. Stretch. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. A, B, C, D. Okay, go down. And then A by B. This is A by B means we can write A into inverse of B.
Yes.
Same thing. Yeah, go down. B by A. Okay. F. Fine. Okay. A, B. Okay. Go down. A into B. So scalar multiplications. Matrix multiplications. Z. Okay. Okay. Transpose. A into N. Okay. 3 by 3, 3 by 3. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Now, is there anyone has any problem on these assignments what you are doing right now? Anyone has any questions or getting the errors by evaluating this or executing this?
Sir, only this one, that matrix is close to singular or badly scaled means that is due to the numbers or what means not what that.
No, so here is the things. You people might not be knowing condition number. To understand this, if a matrix, see, follow me what I'm saying. If a matrix is a rank deficient, okay, if a matrix is a rank deficient, then the rows or columns of the matrix are dependent on each other in a common language. So what it means? It means that if a matrix is 3 by 3, then its rank should be 3. If its rank less than 3, it means that by doing addition or multiplications or divisions, we can produce one of the row. Understood?
Yes, sir.
If that thing happens, then what happens? If we are finding out the inverse, then those numbers comes to be very, very small and its conditioning number is very high. In that case, the multiplications with the other matrix precisions while calculations of multiplications or operation of multiplications is lost. That's why it gives that error. So matrix called as a singular. अगर मैट्रिक्स में रो और कॉलम लीनियरली डिपेंडेंट रहेगा तो उसका रैंक कम आएगा. सो बेसिकली इट्स रैंक इज डेफिशिएंट. क्यों डेफिशिएंट आता है रैंक? क्यों तो अगर 3 by 3 में एक रो और कॉलम लीनियरली डिपेंडेंट है, इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि वी कैन प्रोड्यूस द थर्ड रो using first two rows, or we can produce the first row using last two rows, or we can produce the second row using first and third row by doing the mathematical operations on these two rows. In that case रैंक उसका डेफिशिएंट आता है. अगर रैंक का डेफिशिएंट आ गया तो जब हम इनवर्स लेते हैं तो वो बहुत हाई नंबर स्मॉल नंबर में जाता है. अगर वो स्मॉल नंबर में जाता है तो जब हम मल्टीप्लिकेशन करते हैं तो प्रिसिशन लॉस्ट होता है. इसके वजह से वो लिखता है कि भाई ये बैडली स्केल्ड मैट्रिक्स है और रिजल्ट में भी इनएक्यूरेट. क्लियर?
यस सर.
थोड़ा सा रैंक डेफिशिएंट मैट्रिक्स के बारे में पढ़ लेना. इतना जो सफिशिएंट है बताया हो, लेकिन डिटेल में चाहिए तो व्हाट इज मीन बाय रैंक डेफिशिएंट मैट्रिक्स. इफ यू रीड दिस यू विल गेट इट मोर क्लियर पिक्चर. Anyone has any other question?
Hello,
regarding
sir.
it? Yeah.
Sir, yesterday you told us about how to display any number in a matrix, like first row second column and third column simultaneously. But if we have to display two rows, like we have to display second row, second column element, and third row, third column element simultaneously, then how can we write? Like yesterday you told us that 2 comma 2:3 it will display A22 and A23.
See what what you are saying. I didn't understood, but what I understood is, let's clarify. Is this you are asking me? So if A is magic of 3, so I'm creating a matrix of 3 by 3. Which element you wanted to display?
Sir,
Now,
if I want to display second row, second element, and third row, third element, A22 and A33 simultaneously.
So here you wanted to display 5 and 9,
5 and 2, sir.
5 and 2.
Yes, sir.
You wanted to display it simultaneously.
Yes, sir. Like yesterday you told us first row, second element, and third element can be displayed.
So for example, I can say you that if I wanted to display 5 and 7.
Yes, sir. 2 comma 2 is 3.
2 comma 2 2 3.
Colon 3.
3. So it has displayed 5 and 7. Now
But if
you want 5 and 2.
yes, sir. If we change row, sir, I want to change a row. We have taken a single row, na? Single row. So I have to take now third row.
You wanted to take 2 3. ओके, हो गया 2 और 3, और इधर तेरे अभी अगर मैं इसे मल्टीप्लाई, क्या बताया इसने,
ये सब मैट्रिक्स दे रहा है.
हाँ,
सब मैट्रिक्स दे रहा है.
हाँ, लेकिन वैसा मुझे नहीं लगता वैसा डिस्प्ले होगा करके.
सर तो कैसे डिस्प्ले करेंगे अगर हमको दो अलग अलग रो के दो अलग अलग कॉलम वाले नंबर्स को डिस्प्ले करना है? जैसे
तो हमको उसमें से दो अलग अलग नंबर्स हमको पहले रीड कर लेना पड़ेगा, फिर उसको अपेंड करना पड़ेगा और फिर उसको डिस्प्ले करना.
ऐसे नहीं होगा.
बराबर है. इन वन सिंगल कमांड मुझे नहीं लगता है कि वो हो पाएगा, कि तो रो और कॉलम के हिसाब से जाएगा ना. बराबर है, ये ऐसा होगा. और तुम्हें चाहिए ये 2 भी चाहिए, ये 5 भी चाहिए. इन दोनों को हम डिस्प्ले कर सकते हैं डिफरेंटली एंड देन सेपरेटली, एंड वी कैन ऐड देम और अपेंड देम.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question? नहीं, ठीक है. So let's proceed further. So I hope that you people does not have any questions on entering, accessing, addition, multiplications, all mathematical operation on matrices. Okay. Now, what happens if we given a matrix and we really don't know the dimensions of matrix? MATLAB has provided 2 commands to find out how many rows or how many elements or how many columns there are in a matrix. That is useful when you are writing the big code or big programs. So there are 2 commands. One command is length, and other is size. Let's see what length gives, and what size gives. So I have A as magic of 6. So I have 6 by 6 matrix. Now I really don't know the size for examples. So I can before that I just wanted to do all the rows and fix a 6th column is equal to null matrix. Okay. Okay, so now this matrix is 5 columns and 6 row. I really don't know the size of this. Correct? So if I wrote length length of A, but it gives the maximum dimensions among row or columns. Correct? Here maximum dimension is 6. That's why it gives 6. It may be a row, it may be a column. Now if I want to, how many rows and how many columns are available there, I can write the command size. First element is a row. So there are 6 rows and 5 columns. Second element is column. This is fixed. So I can find out length as well as I can find out size. Okay. This is what I explained you. This is the dot operators, which is basically element by element operations. Correct? Now what happens? This is what the matrices which we created, which might be useful. MATLAB also provides some of the utility matrices, which is basically has a fixed logic of developing it. For example, I is basically if we wanted to create a matrix of 1000 by 1000 element and we don't want to enter the 1000 by 1000 elements or 10 by 10 elements, but our need is that one should be at the diagonal and rest is 0. So we can create it directly by the command I. So let me explain you the command I. I'm going to explain all these commands. So E by E of 5. Okay, so it has been created a matrix 5 by 5 with one at diagonal in a one shot. I need not to enter each and every element. So this is I. This is very useful matrix. Then there is a zeros, 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 not zeros, zeros of 4. So all elements are zeros. Then there is utility matrix rand. So rand of 2. So it's a random number generator, matrix of 2 by 2 with random number. Then there is a rand n of 3. Rand n is a random number. So that's also random number. This is also random number, but this is Gaussian with a 0 mean. Okay, and that is plus 1. All are plus, not 0 mean. This is 0 mean rand n, normally distributed Gaussian elements. And then there is special matrices like Magic, Hilbert, Toeplitz. I was using Magic from morning. So Magic of 3. The beauty of Magic is that all the elements are below the square of this. So all the elements are 9. Rows and column summations is equal. 8 plus 1 is 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 of these row summations. If you calculate this sum also going to come 15. 8 plus 3 11 plus 4 15. So this is the beauty of Magic. Your Hilbert's, Toeplitz, all these matrices can be created in a one single command, so in a one single shot. So that is called as utility matrices. When you write the big programs, you might be going to use these type of matrices. Now, what I want you to look at the picture. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, create a Magic matrix of, let's say, how many elements? 5 by 5. Okay. Once you created a Magic matrix of 5 by 5, remember what I'm going to say. First step, create a Magic matrix of 5 by 5. You will get 25 elements. Then the first submatrix, you should be able to create the elements which are in this plus sign. Okay, so you need to access all these elements and add it. So your first matrix will be ready. The first elements will be ready. Okay, your second element is summation of all these elements. The third is summation of all these elements which are in this triangle. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Once you get 9 elements out of this, sum all these elements, and average all these elements. Can you do this task? I can give you doing this all on the command prompt. You can take 8 whole minutes. So at 3:50, I will share, check your screens. You understood what you have to do? Create a matrix of magic 5 by 5. You get 25 elements. Extract those 25 elements in this fashion, so which is shown on this graphics. And then get one number, two number, three number, four number, and the numbers you can get by just additions. Okay. Once you get all 9 elements, you can sum up those all 9 elements and you can average those all 9 elements. So this is the crux of what we have up till now learned. If you understood all the things which we learn up till now, you will definitely going to solve this step by step. I will going to check your screens maybe in the next 8 minutes, that is 3:51. Hello. So what is the addition of all these elements? What is the number of summations?
Doing, sir. Doing, sir. Just 1 minute.
So 429.
429. Is everybody got this 429 who solved this problem? Is anyone got different than this 429?
No, sir.
Okay, so okay. And what is the average? Average of all the numbers?
47.66.
47.66. Okay. Okay. So let's see the sum of screens. Jeevan, can you show me your screen, Jeevan? Jeevan Nunawat.
Yes, sir. Sir, but I will show by means not screen share, sir. I will on my cam and I'll show because my
Huh?
means I will show through camera, sir, not screen share.
Okay. Have you solved this problem?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Means not fully done, sir. It was done half, sir. Means other half I will do.
Okay. Carry on. Aman, 1910.
Sir, I'm not able to do so.
You are not able to do. Can you share your screen? Where is the problem? Let's see.
Yeah,
Can you share your screen, Aman?
yes. Sir, I thought as you
So you just created the magic of 5 by 5. What after this?
sir, I was thinking, sir, we can take a matrix P, which will assign the value that you have, like in diagram it is shown.
So how you assign this value?
Like P, like we will P equal to and bracket and first matrix 1 I will assign the value, then Q of matrix 2.
Can you do this now? What you are trying to say?
Like I am saying 1 minute. Like P equal to
Yeah, right there. What you are saying?
7, comma
No,
13.
this is not the way I want it. This is not the way I want it. Okay. I want you to access the element by position. Correct? So what I want you to write for the first elements, let's say P1. Add on P1 equal to, okay, then square bracket, then you write A of parenthesis A of which element you wanted to access? The sixth, correct?
Yes, sir.
The first one is, let's say, 6. So what is the position of 6? Third row and second column. So A of 3, 2. This is your first element. Correct? Then space, have the second element. Second element, let's say you wanted to access
13.
13.
3,3.
Which is the third element you wanted to access?
20.
Ah. Okay, what is the fourth element?
19.
7. Okay, 19. Fine. Now close the bracket and enter. See whether you are getting all these elements. No. Unrecognized function or variable A. Where is the figure A has not been created. Write down A is equal to magic of 5. Enter. Now we write down P1, up
So
arrow,
instead of
press the up arrow, press the up arrow. Enter. Enter. So you got now 6, 13, 20, 19 and 7. In this way, so you got the P1 now. So to have the P1, find out P22, which is the addition of all these elements. P22 is equal to sum of P1. P22 is equal to, or P11, sorry, P11 is equal to sum of sum of means sum parenthesis. P1, yes. Enter. So you got this 65 as the summation of the first elements which you wanted to find out, correct? Plus sign. In this way, you should get all the elements, sum it, and then you get P11, P22, P3. These are the single scalars. And then you need to sum all these 9 elements to get the summation of the elements or to find out the average, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's look at S Dahake.
Yes, sir.
S Dahake, share your screen.
So I got some was 429 and all.
Yeah, how you carried out, that's important, not the answer. Okay, yeah. Sum of A of 2 to 2 by 4. What you did? Third row to second element and okay, so 6, 13, 20.
So
Correct?
first 3, then this 3 and minusing this because it is both in common. 13 this.
No, what you did? Sum of A of third row 2, 2, 3, 4. So 6, 13, 20 plus.
This, then this 3, but 13 came twice, so I did minus.
Okay, fine. This logic is also perfectly fine. So you are able to do it, correct? Yes.
Yes.
No problem you faced. Is there any problem you
No,
faced? Okay, great. Okay, so see the rest of the guys also do these assignments. It's a very important. It's basically have the crux of creating the variables, using some of the commands, as well as accessing the elements, which what we learned from last few lectures. Correct? Don't miss this. Try to do this. There might be some guys who might have get some errors. Try to understand that error. Getting error at the initial stages is very good. Okay, so what is the error? Try to understand the error, what it says. If you are not able to understand what is that error, try to find out on the Google what does this error mean. Okay, there might be error of undefined functions, undefined variables, or inner dimensions not consistent, or you missed the comma, so and so forth, you missed the brackets. This type of error you might have encountered, or you will encounter once you try to solve this problem. Okay, so don't be discouraged with the errors. Go on Google, copy the errors, find out what this error means in a MATLAB. You will get some fair idea. Okay, so forcefully you try to complete this assignment. Okay, with this I'm going to stop here. And we will meet in the next Monday, coming Monday, for the further lectures.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can't we go back and edit our mistake? Like I have done something. I have done some set of steps.
Yeah.
And I have done one step. There is a mistake, and I want to edit it.
No.
But I was not able to go back and edit it.
No.
Can I do?
On a command prompt, you cannot do this one. You can write fresh one.
Okay. Do I need to clear all and I need to start?
No. So for example, if you write a statement A is equal to something, correct?
Yeah.
But let's say if there is a syntax error, MATLAB will show you error in a red color. It will not execute. Okay. But if there is a logical error, MATLAB will execute it, and it will assign something to the A. Okay, but you find out that there is a, instead of plus you wrote minus, for example. Correct. And now you wanted to correct it, so you again execute A on the second line, second command prompt. So it will automatically rectify the previous calculated A, and now the value of recently calculated A will going to store in the previously calculated A. It get replaced.
Okay.
Okay. At this command prompt, we are not going to do anything in a command prompt. We are just learning the MATLAB. In a 2 or 1 or 2 lectures, we will move to the editor, where we can edit the things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything
Okay,
else? One thing I want to tell you, those guys who feels shy and doesn't ask anything, but they get n number of errors. Okay, please understand at this point of time only. This is the time to understand the things. Once we are moved in a little bit higher level, it is very difficult to understand the previously learned things. Okay, so it's best to understand the things now. Everything should be in a logical way at this point of time, or in next 1 or 2 lectures. Once I moved on writing the code in M file and function file, it's very difficult for the guys who are not understanding simple writing the single sentence. Okay, so please practice at this point of time. If you have any problems, you just ask me or anyone from your class, or Google it. Try to find out, make the things clear right now. Okay, once I have started functioning or writing functions, it's very difficult to understand the flow of information from where it's going and where it's coming. So if you have any problems, please ask me in a class. Doesn't matter how good or how stupid it is. Okay, with this I'm going to stop here. Meet on the Monday.